All right. Shalom Chavrim. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. And guys, I just stepped in here, got everything fired up. Internet running a little bit slow. Not really sure why, but it is. We have right now in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, near the palace of the king, there has been a gun battle that has broke out there. This, you can hear it in the background. Let me get it going here for you guys. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear this. Let me make sure we have volume up here. Seems like to be a pretty serious gun battle. You are hearing gunfire in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This story is just now coming out, unless for some reason I've made a mistake and come in and it was out hours ago. But let's see if we can get a timestamp on this real quick here. This is 1 hour ago, according to what I'm seeing right here. I don't know if it's anyone else is bringing this out, any of the mainstream media speaking about this as of yet. But it is, from what we are seeing, there is some kind of gun battle that is going on around the palace of Riyadh. The king, Solomon, has been moved to the air base for his own protection, according to the reports as of right now. We are not fully aware of what the issue is. We got it right here. Let's see, Andula News Agency. We cannot buy with us, different issue altogether. But we do have an Arabic news as well. Shooting inside a royal palaces in the capital. Now they're saying the shooting is going on inside of the palace. Makes you wonder if it's not a coup d'etat in there. It looks like maybe somebody's not very happy with the king. We know the prince and the king have differing opinions on Israel. Could this be why we're seeing something like this? I'm going to kind of scoot around here, see if we can pick up anything else on what's going on here with Riyadh. Let's just we'll run in Riyadh to King's Palace here, see if we can pull up anything on that. We got some other things too as well we'll be covering here in a few minutes. It says breaking news global, breaking heavy gunfire reported at King's Palace in Riyadh. King evacuated to a military bunker. Everyone is showing pretty much the same actual video footage of this battle here. This is a wide angle view, but it's still the same video that I just shared with you guys there. But there is some type of battle going on there in Riyadh at the King's Palace there. Let's see what this particular article here is coming out about this. This says heavy gunfire near Saudi Arabia. Near the royal palace, Saudi Arabian capital city of Riyadh, reports of heavy gunfire are circulating. The king has actually gone so far as evacuated from the palace, and he was moved to a bunker in the city at a military base. As of yet, it is unclear what the casualties are, if any. Reports of heavy gunfire ongoing near Saudi's King Palace in Riyadh. Let's see. It is a coup, according to Andrew Quaxon. Jeez, what a name, right? Coup underway at the Royal Palace in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. AP has reported that the Royal Saudi Land Forces, Lieutenant General Alukas Nilplis, is leading the military push to oust King Salman. Wow. What do you know? It's a coup going on in Saudi Arabia. What's this all about? Is it because they're not willing to go, the king maybe is not willing to go over there and blow up Iran out of the water? Or is it for some other reason? You know, like I said, it's really weird because the king and his son do have differing opinions. Is it because of him and his son? Or is it some other issue? Don't know as of yet. We're going to be watching out for this. Well, you guys will probably end up finding out more about this than I will because it's late at night here. What is it? 10 o'clock at night, our time, 4 p.m. in the afternoon for you guys there. But it looks like Israeli News Live is on top of it. That's shocking, isn't it? We're actually on top of it once again. Let's play the video some more for you. And I'm going to go into some other issues here. A military coup. You know, the question is why? You know, I'm not really sure, guys. I'm just not. I'm not really sure what's going on or why this is actually happening. Anyway, let's check a couple other things here real quick before we'll jump back to this a moment ago. Somebody on there, I forget who it was. I apologize for that, but I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eyes, asking about the OPCW and what's going on there in Syria. RT is reporting that it confirms a visit to the site of the alleged chemical attack in Syria, but Maria Zakharova already concerned about some issues there. It says on Saturday, the Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons confirmed on Twitter that its fact-finding mission team visited one of the sites in Duma to collect samples for analysis in connection with the allegation of chemical weapons use on April the 7th, 2018. But the samples will be sent to the OPCW laboratory in the Netherlands and then dispatched for analysis to the OPCW's designated labs. The mission said in a statement, the watchdog said it would evaluate the situation, consider future steps, including another possible visit to Duma. All right, but here's what happened though. Maria Zakharova, she weighs in on this. The OPCW team departed for the city of Eastern Ghouta 11 days after Damascus sent for formal requests to the watchdog to inspect the area, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman Maria Marakova said. Such delays in such a resonating case, regardless of the motives, are unacceptable, since not only the Syrian side but the Russian military guaranteed the security of the OPCW team, she stated. Moscow experts the OPCW to investigate the alleged chemical incident impartiality. However, the mission plans to visit fewer sites linked to the purported attack and interview fewer witnesses, raised serious concerns. Well, sure, it would raise serious concerns. It makes you wonder who controls the OPCW. Well, after all, they are in the Netherlands, aren't they? That's troubling. And I have to agree with Maria Zakharova. It's a bit suspect. How in the world are they ever going to get a fair shake in this? Already the countermeasures are coming out. Let me tell you something. Maria Zakharova, I don't know if you ever listen to Israeli News Live, but I would have to say there is a plan. It is a regional plan. In the US, the UK, nor France are going to back down. And I bet you anything you want to bet, because of this regional plan, this is why we have Saudi Arabia breaking right now, tonight. Saudi Arabia is supposed to play a big part in this. And if the king has taken steps to pull himself out of this, I am very concerned at what's going to happen next. More reports about the clashes inside. Let's just see. We're live here. Let's see if we can find out anything that may be going on. No, that's not going to really give us much of anything at that point there. Let's see what else we can come up with. Video taken by a passerby after the toy drone was shot down. Situation as seen in the video seems completely calm and normal around the King's Palace in Riyadh tonight. A toy drone was shot down? Is this what this is all about? Let's look and see. It could be. You never know. You never know. A video just before it is filmed by a Saudi citizen in front of the royal palace in Lavender and proves that what has been traded in Qatari shadow flags are rumors and lies and are used to them. I don't know. I don't know yet. Let's see what we can come up with on this. Doesn't sound like somebody just shooting at a little toy drone to me. Heavy gunfire reported near Saudi King's Palace in Riyadh amid conflicting reports on cause. That's amira.co.uk. Let's see what they're saying. Heavy gunfire is reported broken out near the Royal Palace in Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh. Wildly conflicting social media reports tonight claim bullets were fired as part of an attempted coup, but it was also claimed a toy drone flew too close to a security checkpoint and was shot down. Authorities in Saudi Arabia are yet to comment on the reports. Wall Street Journal report Margarita Stankati tweeted, "No coup attempt in Riyadh. A toy drone plane got too close to the king's palace and was shot down." Well, that's one thing for sure. Well, maybe that's what it was. I mean, I just happened to come in to get ready to go on the news. I was getting everything put together for you guys. And then suddenly these tweets start coming out, gunfire. And as you guys heard it, it's definitely some serious gunfire going on. They say in social media. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. If you're riding by on social media and you begin to see some of these types of, for 30 seconds going off, let's listen to it again. What are you going to think about it? Okay, here comes the next question then. If it's a toy drone and it's nighttime, what are the chances you think that they're going to actually see it and shoot at it at nighttime? And if I know a little toy drone would be flying overhead, I don't know if I'd be wasting that many bullets, that many rounds on this drone. And the thing is here's what's really strange. That's why I'm kind of wondering if they're trying to cover up what's really going on there. Notice the difference in the sounds of the bullets. Let's back it up. The first sounds, hang on, back up again. Heavy gunshot in the distance. Then it comes closer gunshot. Now you got real close gunfire. I mean, all this is over a toy drone? I mean, really? Maybe. I mean, I don't want to downplay it. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's a lot of gunfire over a little toy drone. You know, unless something was going on around the Capitol they don't want the world to know about. We'll find out. Who knows? Maybe we will, maybe we won't find out. I have no idea. Very interesting anyway. We'll just have to wait to see how it all plays out. See how they're gonna run this story, if they're gonna really tell the truth about it, or and maybe that is the truth. Listen, I don't want to be the guy that says it's not. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, getting back to what we're talking about, OPCW is definitely got Russia's concern very much about what's going on. The fact-finding mission faced a series of security-related setbacks in attempts to reach Duma, which, by the way, isn't it funny how the State Department really began to blast Russia saying, yeah, our OPCW members are there and you're not allowing them to go forward, and yet, you know, the State Department in Washington, D.C. was saying just the day before, oh, wow, we're supposed to have we got our chemical weapons inspectors going there to collect our evidence on the chemical weapons. That was so suspect to begin with. But then they take and they bomb everything up. And then they have the audacity to say Russia's holding them up. You know, after a country just had over 100 and something missiles the day before the OPCW guys are supposed to go into Duma, have that many missiles come raining down. Of course, 71 were knocked down, but still 30-something missiles land. And then you get a new push by the jihadists because they're taking advantage of the bombing campaign done by the U.S. coalition there. And then you wonder why they can't get the OPCW members to the ground quickly enough. Anyway, it's a tit for tat. I don't know which way it's going to go. There is a website, and I'm going to put this in the links once we get this video up for you guys. I ran across this morning, Chemical Attack in Douma, a false pretext for escalating war against Syria. I want you to see this by Tim Hayward. It's really, really a very interesting post that's here about this chemical weapons attack. But what I really like is that Tim Hayward is actually putting in all these other articles as well that is coming out about this attack that happened in Syria. And it really uncovers a lot of information. I think it's worth taking a read there. So I'm going to place that in the comment section, or not the comment section, but the in the edited section a little bit later for you guys here. Just real quick also, one other thing I wanted to touch base with you on here, Michael D on Twitter here. Mike's really an awesome guy when it comes to the events that are happening in Ukraine. He is showing a video here, Oleshki, South Kherson, Ukraine, some 80 kilometers from the border with Crimea. Heavy military equipment crossing a road. This was on April the 18th that the video was actually taken there. That's disturbing. Let me get you a little bit bigger view of this. I'll tell you something. I would really like to know. I don't know if anybody watching tonight has any idea what type of military equipment some of this is. Tanks, yes, I do see the tanks. But those first ones that are on there coming across, those things look odd. It just doesn't look like a normal tank. If it is, you can't see the gun or anything on there. But those things look huge, and they're having to put tires on the road for these things to be able to cross the highway there. I guess they're worried about the damage and the weight of these machines coming across the road there. This is headed towards Crimea. And it really makes me wonder, because I do believe that there is coming an escalation. I believe we're going to have a brand new situation break out there inside of Syria, but it's going to spill over into Europe as well. I'm very concerned that it is. Russian crews of the operational tactical aviation and Western military drills. A lot of military drills going on in Russia right now. They are getting ready for their annual parade there. It is a military parade, so that's something that we can expect to see. So Russia is definitely moving a lot of military equipment around as a result. And that's exactly what has over here in this one here. Often adds music to the videos. Kind of drives me nuts. Click on it, you're not anticipating that. But very troubling, friends, on things that are going on. And, I know it seems like things have settled down, but I'm just afraid that it's not. I'm just afraid that we're really in for a very serious ride coming up, and we think things are going to be okay, but I just don't know which way that's going to pan out there. Anyway, that's it for this evening, friends. Thank you for joining, and I just wanted to kind of get some of this up to you guys as soon as I saw this breaking. Be curious to see how it goes. Definitely leave a comment there, because I'll be asleep when we probably start finding out more about what happened in Riyadh. And I'm sure somebody, if it is not really a little toy drone, but they're trying to cover it up, I'm sure they'll have a little fake one. Anyway, Steve Benoon with Israeli News Live. Shalom. Good evening to you all.